Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for watching. So, I made a post yesterday, and the post is around the question was, is physical attraction important in choosing a life partner? I mean, in choosing the person you want to spend the rest of your life with in marriage. So, I saw a lot of comments. I said I would like to review this particular uh, comment section together with you guys in a live video. So I want to start. So I'll be reading the comment section and I'll be shipping him my opinion. If I have any opinion to add to what some people say, I just want us to learn together. So somebody said, yes, it is important unless you want to marry a person for pity. Even if you heard heaven concerning you to marry, something must attract you in his or her look. Beauty is from God to men and women. So that's part of what the person said. But for me, the person said, except you want to marry somebody for pity, which is absolutely wrong for you to do that. You cannot marry somebody because you pity them. If you marry out of pity, you are going to live forever. You are going to regret it for the rest of your life. Because each time you remember the reason why you pity them by marrying them, you regret the decision you made that day. You regret your choice that you made. So that is really very important. You must not pity somebody because you want to marry them. Another person said, I wish I know to really type long. I for talk small, but let me try a bit. In my little opinion, I'd say physical attraction is not wrong. It's not sinful because there are accounts in the Bible where both men and women appearances were described. There's one thing I read about this person's comment. The person said, however, while physical attraction is important, it must never become a priority or foundation of choosing a life partner. The moment you made physical attraction the standard, the basic, the number one reason you are marrying a person, you are making a life mistake. So the person said, marry somebody must align with number one. The person said, how you must prioritize your choice of who to marry. There are things you must look out for. The person said fear of God, character, spiritual compatibility, purpose, alignment, wisdom and maturity, peace and godly conviction, genuine love and respect, then physical attraction. That's the person. Why some people said, I have some people that said, yes, because it will first magnet you before other ingredient. That is the first thing you see in that person before you say, okay, before you now check out for character, because before you check out for godly virtues inside that person. So the person said that is the number one thing you first see. I will agree with that person in a partial way, because before you go to somebody that you want to marry them, sometimes it's not supposed to be beauty. You are supposed to have been looking out for who the person is before you saying, I want to marry you, I would like us to think of having relationship together and all of that. So you should have been watching the person. You should have been checking out for the godly virtues, the characters you want inside that person. So I would agree with that person in a partial way, but beauty is not something you overlook totally in marrying somebody. Another person said, the eyes eat before the mouth tastes. That is, you must see what you want to put in your mouth. You must see before you taste. That's another person's opinion, and everybody is right with his or her opinion. So for the people joining me, I think you can read the title. It's physical appearances important in choosing a life partner. So another person say, Igbo people say life leave what is written on the car and okay, that you should abandon what is living on the car and enter the car. Me, I will not advise that you should leave physical attraction completely and just enter into marriage like that. If you enter into marriage without having a reason why you are there, without having an attraction, without checking out for the godly virtues and character, you might live the rest of your life regretting what your decision has brought you into. So that's to that person's opinion. I have another opinion. I think I like this particular comment. I'm not going to read everything. So this is the best. I said, yeah, when I replied to this comment, I said this is the best comment so far. The person said, physical appearance, God forbid. Physical appearance is a current intangible asset which will fade away over time. In fact, within 1 year, the question is, what does she have upstairs? What goodwill is she planning to add to her husband to be? This is a man talking, because the question is not only for women, it's for both a lady and a guy. The brain, the skill she has, which is non-current asset, are those things guys should look out for. The brain, the skills, and other intangible qualities are the invisible, which can control or regulate the tangible qualities such as beauty, being busty, and the rest. So this person is saying that physical appearance should not be a reason for marrying somebody. And I agree with this person. Based on what the person, where the person is going, the person said physical appearance should not be the reason why you are marrying somebody, should not be your genuine reason. That what does the person have upstairs, either the person is a male or a female, what can he or she render, what can he or she do, what problem can that person solve. Somebody must not be beautiful and empty upstairs. Somebody must not be handsome and they have nothing to give, they have nothing to render. If somebody is beautiful and they doesn't have anything to render, they are empty in their head, you on a long run, you see that beauty it will begin to fade in your mind. You will no longer recognize that beauty that first attracts you to them. So when you are considering a attraction, when you are looking out for attraction, you must consider what does the person have to offer. What is the person have in his or her head? What can they do? What can they do with their life? And what relevance do they have? Another person said, physical attraction is a fundamental for admiration. Yes, you cannot admire somebody you did not really know. It takes attraction, physical attraction, for you to admire. Oh, this person really look good, I would like to maybe have a relationship with this person. But that must not be a fundamental. Physical attraction must not be the basic reason why you want to marry somebody. Because if somebody is really beautiful indeed and they have some ugly characters, before you know it, they will be looking disgusting in your eyes, because they don't have the character to sustain the beauty outside. As much as we are looking for physical attraction, what does the person has inside of them to sustain the beauty we are talking about? Very important. So we go to another comment. I want us to explore this comment section together. Somebody said physical attraction is a valid and natural starting point, but it is a poor foundation on its own. That is it. The person said physical attraction is a natural starting point. Anybody will want to say, okay, this person is handsome, is very tall, it's dark, is this, I would want to. Another person may say, this lady is busty, she has the figure eight and everything, I would love to. But this person said it will be a poor foundation for anybody to build on. You want to build your marriage, you cannot build it on look. Because if you say somebody is busty today, or somebody is handsome, or somebody is this, if life happens to them tomorrow and they lose part of those things that attract you to them, that shows you have lost the love you have for them, because the love was based on physical attraction, not what they have to offer, not about what the purpose the person carries. So I will go to the next comments. I have some comment that really interest me. Somebody said, for me, to a male, no physical attraction is implying choosing a partner. That is, for a lady that wants to marry a guy, that physical attraction is not really important. The person said, while you can be ugly physically but spiritually, emotionally very good, You might have all it takes to be a man. I don't really understand where the person is landing. So another person said, he said, no, character is more important than physical attraction in times of choosing a partner. Character is more important than physical attraction. There is one I really want to read. Somebody said, yes, I can't be with someone I won't be proud of. You must be